YouTubers, it's Jan from Thread Garden. I am thrilled to be back to do a cross stitch stash video. I've been wanting to do one since I've been poring over your cross stitch stash videos recently while I've been sick. It's certainly kept me entertained, so I thought I have to pay back the favour and show you my stash. It's not a large stash. I'm not someone who collects a lot of cross stitch patterns or cross stitch kits. I often stitch what I've got and get a new pattern after I've finished something, but I do have a few things in my collection, so I thought I'd share them with you. This one is a Majolene Bastine design, and it's called Vera the Mouse. It's a sweet little mouse dressing in a little red robin. Isn't it sweet? I made the Four Seasons Majolene Bastine sampler a couple of years ago, and it's on a video if you want to have a look, and it's also on my blog. This is the same designer, and I just can't wait to start it. It's so sweet. I do have to finish some whips before I get going with it. What's great about the Lanart kits is you don't have to mix the colours, and there's no back stitching, so this will be perfect. It is stitched on an Aida fabric, and my last Majolene Bastine was stitched on an even weave, and I'd be keen to switch this out. I love the colours, especially the blues, my favourite. Price wasn't too bad, $41 in Australian dollar, and so I felt perfect. Found it hanging up on the wall at a local needlework store that's been there for years, and I think their stash is really old. They're not online. She just accumulates things. I don't think many people even know she owns, has this little store. So you do find some gems in there. I think this is a really hard pattern to get, but because this lady has had it on a wall for so long, I think she's probably had it up there 10 years or so. I'm so lucky I've managed to get it. Something else in my stash that I might have put up in my Bothy Threads first video, but this is Kings and Queens Bothy Threads, and I'm just thrilled to be able to have this in my collection to do. I love anything royal, anything regal. It's just me, so I can't wait to start it. I'll do it after I finish the castle. I'll stitch in orders. Hopefully I can learn the order of the Kings and Queens of England and learn more about them as I do it. It's a fun stitch. The quirks of the Kings and Queens nature have really come out in it. Right down to Queen Elizabeth having her corgis with her. It should be so much fun. Actually, they've even got the abdication of Edward VIII going. Goodbye. The Gypsy Wagon, which is another cut through, is in my stash, and this is definitely on my first video. I think this will be fabulous to stitch. I don't think it'll be quite as involved as the Bothy Threads cut through castle, because doesn't seem to be as much solid block stitching, so I think it'll stitch up quite quickly. It should be fun. I love doing anything with little tiny individual pictures. So for instance, just like doing a little bit of bunting up here with a pair of socks and that will just be so much fun. The back stitching is what brings it alive and probably take quite a bit of time, but I won't mind. It'll be really cute. Moving on, I've got a soldier in my stash that came on the front of a magazine, and I love anything London, so this will be fun to stitch up. These are some cute ducks I got, which is another Lanart kit. The colours in it are so sweet. I actually can't remember where I got it, and I might have got it for my daughter, and she's had a go at cross stitching, but I don't think she has the patience for it. So now this is a kit. This is probably the oldest kit in my stash. I bought it at a local needlework shop that hasn't been there for many years. It's called Peter's Patch, and it's by Shepherd's Bush. I don't know if you can see it, I'm sorry, it's a bit of a glare. And it's a kit with beautiful threads. It's a gardener with a dragonfly button, which I've got in the kit. And that should be good. I must start it. I've had it for so long. Oh, now this is something I've had for many years as well. I think I probably got this in the 80s. My mother gave it to me. And it's an Australian counter cross stitch by Juniper Designs. And it's a really sweet wren. I do love birds. I would definitely enjoy doing that, but I must start it. This is a pattern for a bell pull I have. I've nearly kitted up. I've got the fabric. It was only $2, so it was very cheap. It was from my local needlework shop. That's certainly much more up to date than the other one I got the Vera the Mouse from. And this is a homespun elegance design, and it's a bell pull. I'm not sure I'll do it as a bell pull, but we'll see. I'm going to use the specialty thread, so I'm going to wait until I've got a bit more cash and kit it out. But it's an autumn design. It's interesting, it's actually got the word autumn in there, so I wonder whether it's Australian or English. Probably more English, I guess. It's got a cute pumpkin, house, moon, and a cat. It's actually got a few sweet charms, so I don't have the charms, so I'll have to source something to replicate that. I bought this other design on sale at the same time, and this is the Prairie Schooler pumpkin patch, and I'm going to do the bigger one. I just think that's really cute. It says, see the yellow pumpkin fat and round growing in a patch on the ground. It will make a jack-o'-lantern with 2 big eyes, or maybe I will bake it into 2 fat pies. It's very cute. So I look forward to starting that. I have the thread for it, but I haven't got anything else. So I have to buy some fabric. And finally, my last in my stash is my Haid, and it's called Love. It's a Marta Darling design. Look, I started it and it didn't go well. I'm not sure what went wrong. I tried it 2/1 on 40 count even weave, and I just couldn't get it to look nice. I think I probably need to try again. I'm not sure I'm mad about this design anymore. I love the romance behind it. I love the theatre and atmosphere created in this. I will hold off, I think. I think I'll hold off and just wait and see how I go with my other projects and just think about it a bit more. I'm just not sure why I can't seem to stitch well on small count. I've tried again for a different project, didn't work, so I just had to go to 2/2 on 36 count rather than 1/2. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, but it doesn't seem to work. So I've got the pattern and I'll think about it, whether I start it again. Lastly in my stash is this, and it's a sweet Tasmanian piece, and it's of a house my husband and I visited at the northern part of Tasmania on the northwest coast. It's called Highfield House, and it's a colonial house in a lovely country town called Stanley, and the home is gorgeous. I'm going to do it to be a reminder of our holidays and the enjoyable stay and visits we've had at this beautiful Tasmanian colonial home. So there you go, that's my stash. I do have a lot of whips, and I haven't done a cross stitch video on that. So my next video will be the whips that I do on a more irregular basis. My main projects at the moment are the bothy threads cut through Castle and Pirate Ship, the Prairie Schooler Alphabet, and there's another one, Noah's Ark, which is a gold collection dimensions pattern. I'm doing a turtle trot, which means that one evening per month I'm devoting some time on one of my more irregular whips, and I post on my blog about that once per month too. So I'm going to show you them next time. I think you deserve to see what my cross stitch whips are. I've got quite a few, and I don't know how I got so many. I seem to have over 10 at the moment. I seem to have over 10 at the moment, and I don't know how I got so many. So I'll be keen to work through them and try and get some finishes this year so that I can start some of this beautiful stash, particularly the first 3, the Vera the Mouse and the 2 Bothy Threads kits. I just can't wait to start them. They'll just be great. But I want to devote more my time to them. I don't want to be just doing one every now and then. I with those sort of kits, I want to work the majority of my time on them. So thanks for watching today. I hope you have a great day, and I hope more people show their cross stitching. We're slowly building numbers, and it's definitely so much fun just to sit in bed and in the evenings before I go to sleep, watch a video and enjoy seeing what everyone's passions are about cross stitch and what's hiding in their cupboards, what beautiful kits there are. So I hope you've enjoyed my video, and I promise I'll be back soon to share in my cross stitch whips. Have a fabulous day. Bye.